So hello viewers, we are here at Nick Presents India Kids Summit Season 3. I have with me right now Mitali Desai ji over here. We are going to be talking about kids content. First of all, how are you doing? What does it feel like being in an event like this, especially after the COVID era?
Feels awesome to be finally doing a panel discussion in an actual panel, of course, because it's been crazy doing these, over the past couple of years virtually, and feels really amazing to kind of, reconnect with people, because it's just been Zoom calls and Teams calls, and I think hopefully we've seen the end of that, and we are back to doing what we used to do best, which is networking, meeting people, all of that. Yeah.
It's a very important point. There's absolutely nothing that can replace human touch and human connection in person. When the situation was there during COVID, of course, it was very difficult for kids in particular. They were restricted to their homes. But at the same time, what happened was there was a lot of content that was coming from all ends. Over-explosion, if that's the right word. How do content creators at a time like this, when there's content coming from this side, that side, every side, ensure that they carve out their niche and separate themselves from their contemporaries?
Yeah, absolutely right. There is right now so much clutter. There is so much global content that we have. There is so much of local content that is being developed right now. The idea is obviously to, make something which is relatable in terms of story. The idea is to kind of judge the pulse really perfectly. I mean, nobody can be perfect, but, as well as possible as far as, the social, the developmental aspects of a child is concerned. And this is across age groups, of course. Again, like I said, you have to do something to stay relevant with the kids, to keep them inspired, to keep them engaged. I think that's the whole idea. I mean, there is no secret sauce, there's no magic formula. Otherwise, we all would be super success stories. But I think we should probably look at, everything possible in ensuring that we are giving the kids what they want in terms of, what they would like to view, etc. And of course, like I always keep saying, take a piece of that so that they can own a piece of what they're watching. So, merchandise is a very important aspect of this, consumer products. So how do we actually interweave this entire ecosystem into, the conception stage of planning any content? I think that's the key to it, really.
I must talk about this point. Everybody wants to engage with a wide audience, and that's why people are making content. But at least one thing that I personally feel is very important, especially for kids, is accountability. What you are selling to the kids, what they are seeing, it's very important. So what is the importance of accountability that you feel makers should be ensuring that nothing goes wrong in that department?
No, absolutely. Kids are at this whole age group where they are vulnerable, they are influenced extremely easily, right? So what you are putting across to them in terms of content, you have to be careful about that. While it's very relaxing and entertaining for kids to be watching what they're watching, what you have to be mindful about is that they could get so influenced that they could start, imbibing the traits, the qualities of their favorite characters, because they are kind of viewing this inside day in and day out, right? So really, really important to do this judiciously. There are some really cool properties like, say, a My Little Pony, which is, full of positive vibes, friendship, magic, etc. So there are such IPs also available which actually have a really positive influence on kids, because they might just learn these amazing emotional, intellectual traits, and, they might apply these in day-to-day life. So it's a very thin line, of course, between what's right and what's wrong. But I guess, I mean, if you've got to cross that, you've got to cross that. So, yeah.
Let's just hope every other content creator can reach that middle ground in the middle. Thank you so much for talking to us. It's a pleasure. Hope you have lovely sessions in the future as well. Thank you.